Hey there, it's Waste Potential 616 back again. I'm going to talk about two Ultimate titles, Ultimate Avengers, and it's Volume 1, the issue 6, it's the last of the story arc, and then Ultimate Avengers, sort of Volume 2, issue 1. Okay, I want to do fast reviews, because I kind of babble on a bit too much, so I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. MIllar does a good job here. I think he always does. As a concluding issue, it was satisfactory. You know, standard stuff really. You know, big fight, and you know, ultimately the bad guy's defeated in a big, spectacular way. You know, well written, MIllar craziness. You know, Pacello's artwork's enjoyable. I can't help but feel that it would have been a better comic if Brian Hitch had done the artwork, though. Sorry, Pacello, but there you go, that's how I feel. But it's still very good artwork. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and there's a bit at the end with Red Skull kind of recounting his sins almost. Well, you kind of find out his motivation, and it's almost insinuated that you're kind of supposed to feel sorry for him, but not really. I think it's the whole reason that was put in was to show the cold-heartedness of the Avengers team, Nick Fury and the Wasp, the new Wasp, ends up basically executing him, which was pretty cool. And there's a cool little indication at the back of what a badass Nick Fury is, and how determined he is to get his job. But yeah, a satisfying conclusion, but nothing spectacular. If you're a fan of MIllar, you'll enjoy this, which I am. Okay, issue 1 is this, you know, of the Avengers. It's going to be a different team with different characters, as you can see. The Punisher's on there. This isn't a bad comic, but to be honest, the first few pages is just the Punisher killing people, which, you know, it's done by Lenin Francis Yu, who I do enjoy his artwork. Like, I remember when he did Wolverine and did some X-Men work, and he's become a much better artist since then. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages of pretty much no dialogue and just Punisher killing people. It's pretty good, but you know, you kind of feel cheated a little bit. I don't know, but it was done well enough. This is pretty much a Punisher issue. We just sort of follow him and his motivations. He's basically the same as in the 616 universe. Well, not anymore, because in the 616 universe he's like a Frankenstein monster, but he's the Punisher archetype, you know. Anyway, he ends up being forced into joining the Avengers, and it's just established that this is going to be a team that, you know, the Ultimates, they're going to do jobs the Ultimates can't, you know, won't do. They won't get their hands dirty, and yeah, and then right at the end there's this new Hulk, which should be interesting. This is just a setup issue. Obviously it's a number 1. There's not a lot to this, but for what it is, it's okay. It does its job alright. You know, it establishes the Ultimate Punisher, and establishes what this new Ultimate Avengers team is going to be all about. But apart from that, there's not a lot of story here. But it's a setup issue. Enjoyable enough, but nothing great. But as I say, with Mark Millar, he, you know, his first issues of series, he does like to set things up before getting the story underway. So that's just his writing style. His writing style works better in trade, as I think most people will agree with me. So no surprise there that, you know, the story hasn't really got underway yet in the first issue. we might even have to wait until the 3rd issue. But there we go. It was an alright issue, and I did enjoy the artwork. Okay, and that was the Ultimate Avengers. Next video, I'll talk about the 616 Avengers. Okay, ta-da. Bye.